So I wanted to share this, how I keep my notes and how I share my notes. This is the primary way in which I take notes, and this is the only way in which I take notes. I don't use any pen and paper or any CD and Notion or any such app. So it is very vanilla. It's as vanilla as it can get, right? So I'll just make a folder named notes. I have just set up this Ubuntu environment. I just broke my PC, so I had to redo everything, and it is very fresh, right? Let's open VS Code in it, and you can see my VS Code has zero extensions, zero. I don't have anything. So in the notes folder, we'll create a, let's say, react.md, and then I can write the markdown code here. MD means markdown. It's a file type. It's just like text but better. So I can write this. Hello, these are my notes for React. Right. I can also have a list. Reasons to use React easier. It's rich. Right. So you'll say, okay, so what are we gonna do with this text, right? There is no formatting, there is nothing. Obsidian gives me so much, Notion gives me so much. So what you have to do is you just have to do Control Shift and V. So this opens a preview. We can drag it and keep it here, right? I cannot edit this. I cannot edit this, but I can edit this and it will be updated live, right? So I can write there are I'm not going to go over how and how many features there are in Markdown, like what all you can have. You can have this, you can have various headings. It's almost like HTML, right? You can have a list, and then your list can be your list can have multiple uh, hierarchies, right? You can have embedded lists. Then there are different things. The best thing that I find, what I find the best about this setup is we can just have code blocks, you know. You can write your code here once. This is not how I do it. I don't write code here. I'm just doing this for tutorial sake. But how it's done is you are practicing or you are writing a real project and you come across something that you have to note. So you just go in your project, you copy it and you paste it here. Okay? In this snippet, we made a, you can see this got highlighted too. We have different things. We have a lot of things, like we have highlights. We have this thing, details, which is like a drop down thing. You can have a lot of text in here which no one is going to read. And you can have a summary tag here. And if the user wants, they can click it and open it. And like this, there are a lot of different rich text. I don't know if it's called rich text or not, but there are a lot of different elements that we can use, right? So now what I do next is I don't store it locally, like I write it locally, but I push it to my GitHub. Let's create a new repo named notes. Let's do, and let's create a repository here itself. Git init, git add, and now I have it uploaded to my GitHub. You can open it here, and it looks even better on GitHub. GitHub has the Markdown sorted very well, right? You can just come and copy your code here, and you can access it from anywhere if it's not private. You can share it with anyone, you can replicate it, other people can contribute to it. You can have a lot of possibilities with this, right? And then we can also create automations. We can create an app which pulls this and maybe publish it to a website, so you can easily access it without going to GitHub. There are a lot of possibilities, and this is very vanilla. You don't need any extra software. You don't need uh, any specific knowledge of software to use it, right? You just do it in VS Code, you push it to GitHub, and that's it. Your notes stay there. And I'm not saying it for namesake. This is how I do it primarily. This is my repo, yashcodebaker/notes. And if you go here, you can see all of my code. The Laravel is my biggest file, and you can see everything that I want to note. I have noted here. Recoil, React Autodom, everything, how to set up certain things. There are things that you tend to forget, and I have everything kept here, right? So this is very good, and I can access it from. So what happened just now? My Ubuntu system got destroyed. I did it myself. I did a misconfiguration, and my notes haven't gone anywhere, right? I can just do git clone and I can get it. Let's actually do it. I'll go back, do rmrf notes, I'll do git clone. If I open this, you can see all my notes are here. Just to control shift V, and you can see this is how easy it is. You don't need any extra software, you just need to use VS Code.